Hello, 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 hello. I want to say welcome as we are yet to a new beginning, the new year of 2022. We couldn't do this last year, wouldn't be fair with all the shutdown of films, uh, with movie theaters and people barely coming back this year. Releases were slow coming out. It really hurt the film industry, this lockdown, more than anything in the world. And without further ado, we're going to get into it. This is the top 10 best movies of 2021. So we're going to do 10. I don't know if we put that in the title correctly. Let me see, did we do top 10? Yep, top 10 best films. Let me make that plural. Films of 2021. Save it. Booyah! There it is. So, right away we start off with Copshop. Copshop to me is one of Gerald Butler's better films. I love the films he's doing independently, like on his own. He's continuously moving the bar, I think. So other might not agree. They want to see him in more bigger roles. But Copshop to me is an excellent movie. It's the story of a person that basically punches a cop. In the beginning of the story, a black cop gets punched, female black cop gets punched by a man played by Frank Grillo, and he's taken into custody. They know nothing really about him, and he wanted to get locked up. He wanted to be put in jail, and it seems like somebody wants to get in jail to harm him, and like there's a hit out on him, and he wants protection. And this police station becomes a battleground. It's almost like Assault on Precinct 13, but a lot better. And it's a lot of different tropes that's going on within the scenes, but the action is great. The direction is great. I thought it was an excellent movie, and Cop Shop is definitely going to be worth it when you go in to watch it. Number 9, The Green Knight. The Green Knight is one of the most confusing ass movies you've ever wanted to see in life. It's about a person's journey and how the sins that they do and the destiny, that always comes back around full circle, and it grasps them at the right time, and it's hard to explain this film. But go see The Green Knight and you'll be rewarded. It's a cerebral thinking film. Even the ending throws people off, but I get it full fledged. The next one at number 8, we got Mask. Not with Rocky Dennis. This is a whole different type of Mask. This story is about a bunch of parents who was involved in a situation. You had one side of the parents who kid they lost their child through gun violence of a school shooting, and then the other side you got the parents of the actual shooter at the school. So so them parents are coming together and trying to mend those wounds, knowing that their child took their child's life. So Mask is a very good movie. You want to check that out, definitely do that. At number 7, we have Don't Look Up. Now, I could be a prisoner of the moment on this film, but I loved it with Leo DiCaprio because I just finished watching it about 15 minutes ago. So that's what I'm saying. I could be prisoner of the moment, putting this way too high on the list. But I love Don't Look Up. Leonardo DiCaprio is so underrated as an actor. He should be getting the Oscar every year. Jonah Hill was great in his role. Jennifer Lawrence's performance to me was okay. It wasn't really like stellar to me, but the movie is unnecessarily long. That's the only thing I could say about it. I didn't even get a chance to do a movie review on it because, like I said, I just finished it 15 minutes ago. So I just wanted to give it to you guys now in the top 10. Oh no, this is my ranking. Number 6, I got Passing with Tessa Thompson and what's her name? Ruth Nega. And this is a story, it's in black and white, it's on Netflix. But it's a story about people, aristocrats. This is like the 1930s or 40s, I believe. Could be earlier than that or later than that, but it's like the 1900s. And it's a period piece. And there's two society where people are passing for something that they're not. You know, black people like mixed, people passing for white. And this one girl, you know, Tessa runs into her. She hasn't seen her in a long time. And she's married basically to a white man. And they don't know that Tessa Thompson is mixed and basically black, has a black husband, none of this stuff. They just know her, see her, and she's hanging out with her friend, and she don't want her friend to bust her out that, you know, she's passing for a white girl, you know, but they think her husband thinks she's white. Don't know she's mixed and black. And he hate blacks. He's racist. I hate him. It was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be incredible. Alexander Skarsgård plays the husband in here. He's just, and it's unbelievable. And she's sitting there watching her friend. It's an incredible movie, man. Incredible. Don't Look Up, I got it 6. I just finished. I might have it too high, but I think 6 is cool. At number 5, I got Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. Normally, superhero movies don't normally make my list unless they're really good. Like Infinity War made my list. Endgame had made my list. But very few far and in between they make my list. This because they didn't mess it up. They did it to the point where it all made sense. It all made sense. They fit all of these characters in and was able to make it make sense without robbing the movie of its mission, its goal, everything. They kept everything in line. Even when the characters came in, it wasn't like, hey, we're just here for fan favorite and look at us. We're just gonna shoot some scenes. All right, we're out. Wasn't that usual cameo? This was something with meaning, and then they actually brought something to the story. So I really felt and gravitated more to Spider-Man. It had the heart, it had a lot of empathy. It was a lot of Spider-Man without their masks because you needed that emotional connection, that emotional content. And my goodness, it was delivered with perfection, just using connection of the eyes. You see Tobey Maguire and how his performance is. It's amazing. That's because you got three amazing actors. Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland. All three are excellent drama actors. Drama. They can pull off drama very well. Now, when you see this performance, you see how everybody was emotional. Every Spider-Man had their emotional moment in this movie. So it was a very good quality, very good message in this as well. Very impressed. Number 4, The Killing of Two Lovers. The Killing of Two Lovers could very well be number 1. This movie is great. Long action shots. And you're watching the deterioration of a man who's like losing his relationship. He's seeing his family, he's losing his family, everything. He thinks she's cheating on him and everything else. And you seeing this man's life slowly coming apart. This could be movie of the year. I got it at number 4 because I had these 3 ahead of it. But this could easily be movie of the year. The Killing of Two Lovers is incredible. Go check this out. If you love film, watch The Killing of Two Lovers. At number 3, I Care a Lot. Woof. I love this movie. From the moment I saw I Care a Lot. And it was on Netflix too, so definitely check it out. And it brings in the girl from Gone Girl who really made her jump into superstardom after Gone Girl. Now she's back playing another wacky role. She plays a lady who basically takes over and cons people, older people, senior citizens, out of their property and their home, and say they can't take care of themselves anymore and get them put in a home. And she becomes the caretaker to them and basically takes all their money. And while they're just staying in the mental facility in the town, seem to love this lady so much, they just keep letting her do it. And it's like, well, she takes care of all the benefits for them, but she cons them out of it. You know, like they basically, she has a professional business around it. So it's a very good movie. You definitely want to check it out. How the hell can I forget this lady's name? Rosamund Pike. Okay, there it is. That would have destroyed me if I can remember her name. Rosamund Pike. That's her name. Excellent delivery of everything involved. It is totally epic. The final conclusion, everything in the film, the way it was done, directed, the whole nine. Now at number 2. What's up, Chris Redman? At number 2, we have The Last Duel. The Last Duel is probably one of the most underrated films of all time, which is not really underrated because it got great reviews. And I'm just like, nobody went and saw it. And I didn't even go see it at time. Something came out at that time and it just dwarfed The Last Duel. I can't remember what movie was out at that time, but everybody didn't go see The Last Duel because they went to go see that movie that was out at that time. And I was just like, it came out at the wrong time. But The Last Duel with Matt Damon and everybody's favorite Kylo Ren, they they're fighting for the right of this lady. You know, he plays this knight, and the other guy plays the king or whatever, and they're going out to war. And man, not Guy Ritchie. Who did this? The guy that did Gladiator. The guy who did Gladiator. Gosh, how could I forget his name? But I watch all his damn movies. And he always seems to make these type of movies. These are like his favorite kind of movies to make. My goodness. I'm not moving off this topic until I remember his name. God, how can I forget this guy's name? It's not Guy Ritchie. No, I know Russell Crowe. And Russell Crowe's not the guy that's in this one. But yeah, Russell Crowe's in a lot of his movies. He did Robin Hood with Russell Crowe. Like I say, he does the same kind of movie. Over and over again. Don't worry. I'll pull it up in a minute. Gavin must have been playing Madden. Okay, what is this guy? Ridley Scott. How the hell could I not remember Ridley Scott? Ridley Scott. So Ridley Scott is in here. Adam Driver is the guy who's accused of sleeping with Matt Damon's wife while Matt Damon is out going to war. So he feels insulted. Adam Driver was like, his wife came on to me. She asked for it. This movie, and it tells like three different sides of the story. This movie is incredible. It was in Guy Ritchie can make some action film. This movie is brutal. And it's way on point. And it is definitely number 2 on the list. The number 1 movie of 2021 is a movie I saw. It was recommended by Jenny. That was the shock of the hour that this recommendation came from Jenny. So Jenny made this recommendation to me, and I watched the film because I watch everything she recommends, good or bad. I watch it. Now, usually some of them are bad, but this one, she was on point like never before. This movie is to the level perfect. It's called The Trip. This film was made in the region. They have Nomi Rapace in this film. She's the wife. It's the story of a struggling actress and a famed producer who's losing his credit. The family is like, they fame is dwindling down to nothing. And the fact is that they need to do something to rekindle the marriage. So they go to a log cabin to try to reconnect because both are unhappy in the marriage, and a lot of all hell breaks loose. Because in the beginning, 3 people break out of jail. They are staying in the house somewhere nearby. So you know it's a whole bunch of chaos is when they come down on this trip. It is the number 1 movie of 2021. It's on Netflix right now. I recommend everybody watch The Trip. 100%. That is the list. There's some honorable mentions. A lot of films that could have been in the top 10. Pig with Nicolas Cage was a great movie that didn't make the list. Let me see. The movie Dig could have made the list. Belfast. We've already covered where Spider-Man was on this list. Belfast. I wouldn't put Belfast on there. I would not put Belfast on here at all. Nightmare Alley was good, but that's the prison of the moment thing I'm talking about too. People try to ease that up to the top 10 best movies. No. Besides Dig, I would say Dig's a great movie. Almost made the top 10. Spencer almost made my top 10. If I didn't see Don't Look Up, Spencer would have been like in there. That's the Princess Diana story when she had to go through all the stuff with the media. You're kind of seeing what's happening behind the scenes. A lot of people put that movie in there with I Love Lucy. Here's the Ricardos. They put that in there. just off Prisoner of the Moment. Some people would put Malignant in there. Oh, we're gonna go over the worst movies. A lot of people like to watch the worst movies more than the best movies. Of I should do the most overrated movies because it was a lot of those. A lot of stuff was overrated. A lot of people said Ghostbusters Afterlife. No, Ghostbusters Afterlife is a good movie, but I wouldn't say it's that. Quiet Place 2, no. Quiet Place 2 to me was not what everybody thought. I mean, it was a good movie, a good sequel, just not top 10 best movies of the year. I wouldn't think so. Y'all can think so, that's cool. Some people put in Dune. Everybody put in Dune, and that drove me crazy. Dune Part 1, hell no. Hell no, it's not going to be in my top 10. Shang-Chi almost made it. I did do a review of Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, I damn sure did do a review for that. You better check the timeline again. But man, that movie was exceptionally great. I loved everything about it. Shang-Chi, if it wasn't for Spider-Man, Shang-Chi would have probably made the list because that's like in my top 15. I love that. Dune was not a classic. Dune was a snore fest. They built it up as if it was like connected. The imagery is amazing. The shots in Dune is amazing. But it's like you are so confused with who is who and what is what watching this film. If you don't know, you're going to be like, well, who is that? Why is he attacking them? Is that the good side or the bad side? What's that? Who is this? What's happening here? Then when you finally start, the movie is starting to pick up its pace. You don't meet some of the characters that's going to be into the end of the film, into the end of the movie when he has his final showdown. Then the movie cuts off. It's like, the hell? They set it up as if like this is Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. But if you're going to set it up like that, people got to actually know there's going to be an Act 2. And when the hell is it coming? We got to wait 5 years from now. I'm not going to go back and watch this again. This is a total put you to sleep fest. You can watch Dune more than twice. You are an amazing human being. Because I'm like, I'm bored. What is this? I've seen Dune before and it finished. Pretty much. I never really did all that. King Richard, I know it's not a top 10 movie. It's a good movie. It's a heartfelt. It's not even really heartfelt. It's not really a heartfelt movie at all. It's just like a bland movie. This is a movie where people are afraid to go into the real. Every time there's anything real that they can get into that's raw or some issues, they just go right through it. Like zip, 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 zip. The only thing rough was the dude pulling the gun on him and beating him up in the park. That was it. And somebody came and shot him up, bah, 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 bah. Then that's done. That was it. That was about the most tension you gonna have in the entire film. Judas and the Black Messiah, another movie that was basically wasted performances because the story was so convoluted. And the way that I was saying, they told this story so messed up. But Judas and the Black Messiah could have been done a lot better. I liked the movie, but it wasn't top 10 best film. Daniel Kaluuya won an Oscar for his performance, but the better performance to me was by Lakeith Stanfield, who had to play two parts. My top 10 is too critical. No, it isn't. If you see these films, you're going to understand. And another movie, Werewolves Within, the best video game movie ever made. They got the AT&T girl in there. Ooh, she's dancing in a tank top. That's all you need to know. I'm a lifetime subscriber to AT&T. As long as she there, that's in my contract. Is Lily there on AT&T? You got me. Newsflash. Don't want to spoil my whole list, but The Matrix will definitely be in the worst movies of 2021 list. Already know that. So I know there's gonna be some movies I probably missed. There's a lot of movies I didn't see that I heard that was really good, like Coda, Children of Deaf Adults. I want to check that out, but I never got a chance to see it. Um, some movie I believe called Driving Cars. Somebody told me that was really good. Some Asian film. So, like I said, some of the greatest films are the films that were made in different countries. Yes, Netflix got about 3 movies on this list that I didn't name that's in the top 10. Like The Trip, the number one movie I got on here is The Trip. And The Trip is definitely a trip. But that's number one on my list. And that's on Netflix right now. They filmed that in Norway. Don't Look Up is on Netflix. I Care a Lot. That's number 3 on the list. That's on Netflix. So I'm telling you, there's some people in here making some moves. So in the comment section, I definitely want to see y'all top 10. IMDb and me would probably agree on a lot of films. I watch a lot of movies, a lot of different genres. So I'm able to get a better grasp of a lot of things that I probably wouldn't be privy to if I just watch films that I just normally like. I like say, well, okay, I don't normally watch this, but let me try to see it and see what's good about it. Then you start seeing movies that was really good and people didn't know about. Like another honorable mention, the movie Cherry with Tom Holland. It's not, I wouldn't say it's movie of the year, but it's a great movie. A lot of people didn't see it because it was like an exclusive, I think, on Amazon or something like that. But Oh, a lot of people like, but that was a series. That wasn't a movie. It was basically the series to the movie I try to get people to watch. I try to get people to watch stuff and they just don't listen. They just don't, or they just blow it off. If I keep reiterating, you should watch it, you should watch it, you should watch it, there's something in there I know that's for you, that you're going to like about it. And you're going to, I already know. I don't just look at what I like about it because I already know why I like it. But it's got to be something in there that I can see that relates to the other person that they might like it too. So that's why I always suggest it. Because I see a lot of things that I've never suggested to other people because I just know that's it's not for them. They're not gonna. You can't broaden people's horizons. Not everybody. They're not capable. Some people like ABC, and that's it. Me, I want all the alphabets in a row. So on that note, let me get out of here and get some more work done for you. I'm out.